Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The gift to the back. Shakes off the defender.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that, Brock. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Jayhawks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And Washington. Ready to go back on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out of them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Keller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick step and go. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Going right to work up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The sure hands, it's moved. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the right. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Pulls and fired complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets open down the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Adkins. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On the run, it's Keller. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to pound their way in. And it takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big cover.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cole. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires on the move. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Bounced right back to them. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It'll be third and long.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that lead grows even bigger.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Gets the back moving. to the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Keller. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cole. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The give. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Rides the back on the option to give.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Washington sends out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There he goes.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off a huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They punted away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Toss sweep to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a crease. It's Keller. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Kansas! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Looking for space, it's Keller. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carrion. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Trying to surge it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.